Hello, OelGrez's here with Phil Ed, and we're in DomeMaine, OelGrez's DomeMaine. We're going to be putting in an automated harvesting farm right up there in that dome right there, and that's what we're going to go work on right now. And it's early morning, everybody's sleeping, so it's nice and quiet. It's a good time to do some narration. You kind of put a little bit of what's going on and what I'm doing and what Philette is doing. This is called DomeMaine. I just came from my stone factory, and I'm working on this dome right here. I'm going to put in an automated harvesting farm. And the idea is to grow stuff and then pull a lever. Oh, you see that zombie right there? Okay, so I'm gonna have to be kind of play around with the narration here a little bit. I'm gonna do a save here and bring it back in so I can do some more narration later. But that area there is where I'm gonna build the farm. And I gotta squeeze this farm into that little area, which is different from building an automated farm where you got room and you can make layer upon layer or stretch out as far as you want. But to try and get all the redstone functioning properly, it took a little bit to do. So this is the dome I built. The other dome next door is the auditorium. That's where the residents of DomeMaine would gather for public functions such as voice opinions and to decide on different functions and different things for the community. But for right now, I'm setting up the agriculture so that way they provide food for the residents if they need carrots, potatoes, and we are also growing hay. That's the potatoes right there. I'm going to plant some hay right in the middle. And I got, yes, bone meal. And the bone meal I can help grow real quick, so I can kind of show you how the system works. So I'm going to sit here and have a little bit of rum and let this play out a little bit. And we'll see how she works once the plants grow. DomeMania automatic harvester. Now if we go downstairs, this is where all the mechanism is for the harvester. This is a chest. Hold on a second. Okay, I was trying to think of the word. To put this hopper down, you have to crouch to keep from opening the chest to place the hopper. And then once you uncrouch, then you can open up the chest. And that's the lever that lets the water go. But before, I gotta get the plants to grow. So I'm going to use a bunch of bone meal, which we get from going after skeletons. And that would be nice to have like a skeleton spawner, and then you have unlimited bone meal. So you could just harvest, grow farm like crazy. So, and there's automated ways of using the bone meal and automate something that way, but this works. It's just you plant it, you let it grow, and then you throw one switch and it harvests it all for you. And then it puts it all in one spot. And that's the idea of the chest down below. So we're gonna grow all these plants, but like I said, I'm using bone meal, which helps them to grow a little quicker. And look at there, you got a little farm, and there's enough bone meal. 2 or 3 times you get enough seeds, enough plants to replant and still have an abundance. So once you start doing it, the numbers will add up quickly. Now if I could get really fancy, just like grow potatoes, I could have the potatoes go into the furnace, and from the furnace go into a chest, and they'd be baked potatoes. I did that on one of my other ones. I can't remember. That was a while back. But here's the redstone. Like I said, it took a little bit to get this in here. It was a tight fit. Knocking out walls, knocking out blocks, and falling through, falling down below, having to come up. I got footage of it, but I've only got like a 15-minute clip to do, so I gotta put stuff in that I think might be more interesting and kind of show what I'm doing. Show the different things Philette has done and I've done together. And working on her Tri-Town, I got one of the ships with cannons on it, so I'm gonna get that posted here. I think that's one of the vids I'm working on. But I wanted to get something for DomeMaine because I haven't done nothing in a while with it, so. Then that's the lever. We'll light this up. Don't want no shadows in here. I need a creeper coming and blowing everything up. It's happened. So it's kind of a neat view from up here too. You can see the stone factory down below, and that's what I used to make the stone for the base of the dome here. So that factory was used to create this dome, and then I used the glass factory over on the other side of the hill to make all the different colored glass, which I like to focus on one thing, get a bunch of different stockpile of different colored glass, so if anybody needs glass they can just, or I do, they can build more domes. There. I just wanted to see how it sounded with the headsets on. I've got just headset for editing. It doesn't have the Bose, so I don't get the stereo with it. And so once in a while I'll go back and review what I've done using the other headset. But plants are growing nicely. They're coming up. I'm about ready to harvest here. And looking good up here. I like it. I like the way it turned out. Okay, flick the switch. It's going up. That opens up the pistons I got there, which allows the water to wash all the plants down. And it all flows down into that hopper, which feeds it into the chest down below. And that's the reason for the water there. It washes it all down, so everything's all washed and nice and clean. It's always fresh. So now I gotta stop the water. Click the switch, which activates the pistons, which closes. I've got 4 sticky pistons there. Each piston's got a stone block on it. So when it opens up, when I deactivate it, it drops the pistons, which drops those blocks, allowing the water to flow out. Then when I hit that switch again, it deactivates it, allowing the pistons. No, it's the other way around. See, the pistons are up now because I got it activated. When I deactivate it, it drops the pistons, dropping those 4 cement blocks, allowing the water to wash the plants down into the chest down below. And that's how that system works.
That's in the tech pack.
It took a little bit to get that red wiring to work properly. There was a time there I was only getting like 1 piston going up and the other 3 wouldn't move, and then it was weird. And it had to do with the repeaters and getting them set up right. And that's where it all ends up, in the chest. See, it's filling the chest now. So now I grabbed a little bit of everything and planted some more, and now we just let that grow. I'm out of bone meal, so now you can go do something else. And when you come back, hit the switch, replant it, and press on. Pretty cool. It's like I said, I had a thought for this a long time ago, and now I'll be working on another dome. I'm going to start working on some habitats, some home structures where maybe a family, maybe they'd be a little bit smaller, or I'll work something out, but that way I can build like a couple homes that possibly could be residents could take up, people could take up residence there. And then they'd have access to come and get food. Like I said, I got the stone factory down there. There's a place for stones. And then they could build off their domes, whatever they'd like, you know. Maybe that, or even build their own. You know, there's nothing saying that we can't even expand to having like a dome. Well, the first dome I built for this place, and that's where it all started, was the original farm. That half a dome there, and that's what started DomeMaine and Phil Ed, and it's been a big help. In fact, that the library and the enchanting and the potions and stuff, she's been doing a lot with that, so, and that helps out a great deal when going into others to have the right potions and have the right gear that's enchanted. So. And there's Philette there, she's coming. Look, oh, Philette, there's a skeleton here. There she is. Hi, Philette. No, we want this dome over here.
Yep, not that one.
No, not that one. That's the auditorium. I think it was. Oh. Dormitorium? Dormitorium? Auditorium? Auditorium. We just call it auditorium. This is the farmatorium. This is our food supply. Hey, baby. Come on up, Philette. See the automatic harvester. I know in some of the tech packs there's a way of getting one of the certificates or villagers to do the planting and make it automated planting, which is really automated, but I don't know how to do that. But I haven't seen a village in a while. I'm not really sure where they all are at on this here server. He's looking at the stone factory. Yes. Hi, Philette. Pretty neat view from up here. So, and there's the library. That's where our nether portal's at. We've got two. One over by the barn and that one there in the library. So that's where a lot of the enchanting stuff has been set up. And in the basement of the house on the other side of the mountain is where the potions are made at the brewing stand. We got that underneath the house. So we got a good start on this one here. And like I said, we get bored with one, we go play in another world, and then like I like to do stuff with the lads. So some of her stuff is creative. It's fun to just sit there and create things without having to deal with mobs and stuff. That's what makes it hard on building these domes on survival. It's getting supplies and getting killed while you hunt for supplies. Many times, right, Phil Lad? I got the volume turned down. I might turn that up, see how it sounds. But she's taking a look at the factory, kind of giving it a look around. That's the stone factory there. That's where my cobblestone generator's at. And then I put the stone into the ovens, the furnaces, where I cook it into stone. And that's where I got the wood farm over there, so I can harvest wood and have a steady stream of charcoal to use to make the stone. You can use coal, but I gather that when I go mining, but I just been basically building for right now, and I'm gonna have to go and do some more gathering of resources for the next dome, and I think it's going to be a habitat, so I might have to think about the colors and materials. And Colette and OelGrez's, thanks for watching.